Hello! If you've got high blood pressure and you have problems bringing it down, getting it under control, I've got one cool trick for you that will help you to lower your blood pressure. Now, even if your blood pressure is well controlled, you should also engage this trick because it will help you to keep it under control. That's what's coming up next, so stay tuned. I'll see you after the channel intro.
Your journey to better health starts here on this channel, hosted by the straight-talking Dr. Joe. Now for today's topic, please welcome on stage Dr. Joe.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Dr. Joe of the drjoe.com. Right, so what trick do I have in mind in terms of lowering your blood pressure? Well, it's related to that dreaded E word, exercise, okay? I know, yes, you're gonna say, well, exercise, oh, not again. Yes, it is very important. But this is one specific exercise I'm gonna be talking about. Now, why is this important? Research tells us that inactivity and high blood pressure are inextricably linked. You are 30 to 50% more likely to develop high blood pressure if you are inactive compared to somebody who is quite active in their day-to-day life. Research also tells us that if you can engage yourself in 6 hours of walking every week, you reduce your risk of actually dying from cardiovascular disease and respiratory diseases, and even cancer. So, exercise is very, very important in controlling blood pressure. That's a trick, but I have one specific trick in mind. And what is it? Well, if you remembered in my video where I talked about, the natural therapies you can use to lower your blood pressure, I did mention brisk walking as one of the exercises to engage in. Now, we can take it to another level. This exercise I have in mind that I want to talk about here is actually called hiking. Yes, hiking. Yes, if you do engage yourself in hiking, I can promise you, especially if you do it diligently, I promise you that your blood pressure is going to come down. That's one promise I'll make. But you have to do it diligently and you have to do it consistently. Okay? Right, so how do you go about hiking? Now, that's what this video is about. I'm going to explain to you how you can actually start hiking today. Other people will tell you, well, just go hiking and they'll leave it at that. No, I'm not going to leave it just hanging like that. I'm going to tell you the who and the what today. And in another video, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can get started. Now, first of all, what's the difference between walking and hiking? Well, walking and hiking, they're essentially the same, but hiking takes walking to another level in terms of the distance, the terrain, as well as the inclines, okay? What it means is, when you go hiking, or put it this way, hiking is a lot more challenging. It's a challenging form of walking, and there lies the difference. So the distance is longer, the terrain is, a lot harder. So, it's going to be muddy or it could be rocky, and compared to when you walk in the city. And the inclines are usually steeper. So you're going to, one of the things you need to do when you go hiking is you have to make it more challenging by making it a little bit more energetic. So you have to have steeper inclines compared to when you're just doing brisk walking within the city. So here's the first thing I'll say. If you're one of those people who's having problems bringing their blood pressure under control, under 120/80 millimeters of mercury consistently, then I want you to do me two favors. One is I want you to get out of that sofa, A, and B, I want you to get out of the city. No, I'm not asking you to move house. I want you to go hiking. Get out of the sofa and the city and go to the countryside and do some hiking. That is my request. And like I said before, you'll be amazed at how hiking is going to help your blood pressure. Now that I've said that, who do you go with? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the who and the what. So who do you go with? Well, I believe that when you go in hiking, you should go with at least one person. That's my view. I don't want you to do it alone because you're going to the countryside and anything can happen when you're in the middle of nowhere. So it's nice to have some company. Better still, I would rather you go with a group if you can. So who do you go with? Well, here's what I suggest you do. You go online. I might just give you a demonstration actually, okay? And you search for walking groups, hiking groups, trekking groups. So 3 keywords that you can employ there: walking, hiking, and trekking. If you like, you may add rambling and add the name of your city into the keyword. So you say, if you're living in, say, Portland, you can say, walking group Portland, or hiking group Portland, or trekking group, Portland. Or you could also, if it's Houston, you could say, walking group Houston, trekking group Houston. You get it. You get the gist. So that's how you search. Go on to Google, type that in, and see what comes up. If nothing comes up, expand your search. Okay. So what can you do? Instead of using your city's name, add the name of the next city. If nothing comes up, expand your search again, widen your geographical coverage, and now include the name of your county. If you include the name of your county, I can almost guarantee there's a walking group or a trekking group or a hiking group in your county. Even if it means you have to travel, please do it, because it's going to be beneficial for your blood pressure control. So that's how you get the who. All right, you need to work with a group of people, or at least one person, and that way you're going to enjoy it more, because you're going to have company. And of course, if there's any problem, there's always help around the corner. And in fact, the fact that you're actually working with other people means you get encouraged to do it more. And I can tell you this, you're going to enjoy it, and you want to do it over and over again. By the way, you can actually use Facebook to search for working groups as well. So, Facebook has a search facility. You go on there and type in the same keywords, including the name of your city, the next city, or the name of your county, and do this search on Facebook. Something's going to pop up. So do that, and I'm sure you're going to find some groups that you can work with. So now you found a group. What do you do next? Well, you have to contact them. Just contact them and ask to join them. I guarantee you they'll be glad to have you on board, because they're always very keen to have more people join the group. So please do that. So now we know the who. What is the what? For you to go hiking, you're going to need some essentials. So I'm just going to run through. That is the what of this video. I'm going to run through some of the things that you're going to need. Like I said before, I actually do this, so I'm not spouting some theory. This is something I do on a regular basis. So and I know it's beneficial for your blood pressure. So what do we need? Here's the first thing. You need to weatherproof yourself. So you need a nice waterproof jacket. Okay, this is the one I use. You're gonna need trousers, or what you Americans call pants. You're gonna need some pants. This is the one that I use. You also will need a rucksack. So inside my rucksack, what do I have? Let's open it. I'll open it for you. I always have this ready in the house, so that I'm ready to go. Really, you need a woolly hat that will cover your head and your ears as well. Okay, you need that. You need a pair of woolly gloves. I prefer woolly gloves. I'll tell you why in the other video. You're gonna need, what else? Let's open this. My rucksack. Everything is all in here. You're gonna need a pair of gaiters. These are gaiters. You actually strap these to the bottom of your trousers or your pants, and the idea is it protects the bottom of your trousers from getting too muddy whilst you're walking in those rough terrains. It's got to be rough, What else? You're going to need a water bottle, I should say. You need a water bottle for you to have fluids, because you need to replace your fluids. You're going to sweat. For that, what else? I got these gloves recently. I just bought them a week ago. The idea behind these gloves is that you can actually operate your phones with them. So I got them as a backup for the other woolly gloves that I got. So they're very nice. You don't have to take your gloves off to operate your phone. And I think it's a very nice invention, actually. What else? You need a bandana. This goes over your head to your neck. And I'll tell you how to use it shortly. So let me just slip this inside. Okay. So you need this bandana. What it does is you use it to protect yourself from the element because it can get pretty cold. I tell you a story. I once forgot this, and we went on a hike, got to the mountain. In a flash, within minutes, the weather changed as we got to the top of the mountain. It was like a blizzard. It was windy, snowy, and I didn't have my bandana on. And within 5 minutes, my lips were frozen. I couldn't. They were talking to Joe. What's happening to you? Like, I can't speak. My lips are frozen. That's because my lips were actually frozen. So you need this to protect yourself. My colleagues. This is the other reason why you need to go with a group. My colleagues, one of them had an extra one. He gave me his bandana. So you just use it to protect. You can cover your chin, your upper lip, or your entire lips like that. Like that. You can cover it. Take it as high as you want, low or high, like that. You just use it to protect, and they're quite nice. They're really warm. So you got the bandana there. What else? Well, after your trousers, you need socks. Now, these socks are not just any socks. They have a moisture. They're lined. They're lined socks. So this lining actually absorbs moisture. So that way, you don't have any blisters, because don't forget, when you do serious hiking, when you're walking, 26 miles in a day, which you don't have to do, or you don't have to do 26 miles. I'm going to talk about that in the other video. You need to protect your feet such that, because there's going to be a little bit of sweating that goes on. So these lined socks, they absorb your sweat, and that way you don't develop blisters. You don't want blisters. That would just kill the whole experience. Shoes. I tell you what. See, these are my shoes. So you see how muddy they are. To tell you how they're being used. You need, and I cannot stress the importance of having good shoes. There's a debate as to whether you should wear just sneakers or trainers, as we call them in my neck of the woods, or whether you should use shoes, ankle boots, like this one. I've tried both, and in the end, I've gone for this. The whole debate is whether you need to protect your ankles or not. In fact, in the video description, I have a link to an article where I wrote about the choice of shoes. The link is going to be there in the video description. So those are the things you need. I don't think I'm missing out on anything. As far as the planning is concerned, I've written an article about it as well. The link will be in the video description. You can go to my blog and read about it as well. I think that's about it for this video. The next video I'm going to talk about is just tips on how to go about starting your hiking exercise. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this great channel, hello. If I may say so myself, well, I think I'm doing a fairly good job. You may disagree. You do subscribe, because that way you will be in touch, and when I make any videos, you get notified. Right, if you think somebody can benefit from watching this video, please share this video with them. It's just one of the things, sharing is caring. So if you share the video with them, indeed, I did talk about having to go hiking with somebody. So if you have a friend whom you want to drag along with you, send this video to them. And even if that person hasn't got high blood pressure, send the video to them, let them watch it, and then that way you can drag them along. Hiking is not just for people with high blood pressure. It helps to bring blood pressure down. It also helps people whose blood pressures are normal to keep it that way. So share this video with them as well. That's it. I think if you got anything to say it in the comments. That's it for this video. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out. Oh, by the way, don't forget to watch the next video, the part 2 of the video. So until next time, I'm saying goodbye again the second time. Until next time, this is Dr. Joe signing out.